How's it going, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me. Another acting tip of the week. And yeah, today's tip, I just want to, well, first I want to apologize because I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to have a video out last week, but I hope you checked out the other visual poems that I put together. That was a lot of fun. So that kind of ate up a lot of my time, but I'm having just a quick acting tip today, and then I'll have another one at the end of the week. So I just want to get right into it, okay? Something I think is really important. Myself, I just participated, what was this, 2 days ago? In the ABC showcase, like talent showcase. You know, for ABC, it's like a big, kind of like a talent show, I guess, if you will, of actors, up and coming sort of actors to, you know, sort of show off your skills and your abilities for a lot of, you know, the top executives at ABC who are all kind of developing shows and programming. So it was a really cool opportunity. And what I got to participate in was like, kind of like a preliminary round of, you know, matching up with other talent, just kind of seeing how you fit, doing some other scenes with them, and just getting a chance to really play and have a lot of fun. So that went really well, and hopefully, you know, that takes me into the final round, which would be the actual, you know, showcase event. But, you know, I'll figure that out later. But aside from that, you know, you got to meet a lot of really important people in the business, you know, especially in this industry. And something that a lot of actors don't do as they audition or go through, you know, projects that you have and you're meeting all these people, it's really important that you write down everyone's name that you meet, that you know, especially casting directors and executives, people that you meet who are representatives of major networks, any kind of programming, you know, content programming, anything like that. You want to remember who those people are. And I think it's easy for you just to associate with directors or writers, or even DPs that you really like, or other actors. Of course, you know, tons of actors know who other actors are. That's always like the first thing you want to pay attention to if you book a project. It's like, oh, who do I get to do this scene with, right? And that's great. But really, at the end of the day, the people that call the shots, that actually give you that opportunity to get into the room and get your foot in the door, so to speak, are the people who are working behind the scenes, okay? And that's casting directors. That's, you know, assistant producers, producers, you know, the showrunners, all those kinds of people are people you really want to know and pay attention to and hopefully kind of build like a rapport with. And that only starts once you know who those people are. So, really easy thing you can start doing from now on. Okay, if you haven't been doing this in the past, then, you know, it doesn't matter. Now is the perfect time to start. All you do is take a pen and a journal or some kind of Rolodex, something that you have, even your iPhone, just take it out in your contacts. And from now on, when you meet people, when you go out to an audition, you know, remember who the casting director is that you're meeting with. Who's the person that you're going to be reading the lines with. That's really important. And then once you write their name down, also note, you know, what audition that was for, what TV show that was for. So you can kind of have a whole spreadsheet of information. Like, oh, okay, so this week I have an audition for another show at Netflix. Okay, that's great. Who was the casting director who's putting this together? Oh, that's Amy whoever, right? Okay, so that person, wow, they also do the show that I auditioned for 2 weeks ago that I didn't get. That's okay, but they're calling me back in. So now you can kind of start to see a pattern. Okay, so if you have these casting directors who are bringing you in, you know, multiple times for other shows, that means they probably like your look. You know, they kind of like the fact that you're busy, you're staying hungry, you're doing your thing. So now it's up to you to kind of remember, okay, who are these players, you know, and make notes about who they are, because the more you can connect yourselves with them and let them know that you're serious about the networking that's taking place, that's going to take you a really long way in this business. And when I was younger, I never paid attention to those things. I was just so wrapped up in the moment and trying to just book the role. I was so worried about the role that I completely forgot about the networking aspect. And really, that's what matters at the end of the day. It's all about who you know, who you make a good impression with, people that you see repeatedly on a consistent basis, people who are calling you in multiple times. And if you know them, so when you go in, I'm sure you've seen it too, you go to an audition and you're sitting there waiting on the couch, you know, to go, but then another actor walks in and he walks right up to the person, you know, who's running the audition and goes, oh, hey, so-and-so, oh my God, it's so good to see you again. Thank you so much for bringing me in. And then you're on the couch wondering, Jesus, how do they know that person so well? That's interesting. Why don't I know? It's because they're taking the time to make that relationship happen. They're fostering, they're nurturing that relationship, right, with casting directors, with people in the office. So again, acting tip of the week, keep some kind of something that just like allows you to write down people's names, know who they are, know what programs, what casting agencies they're connected with. That way, when you go in, you're that much more prepared to know who you're speaking with. You can have a relationship with that person, and then over time, that will launch you into the next echelon of success, okay? And believe me, I've been doing that a lot this year, and now when I go into auditions, I know right away, okay, I'm meeting with so-and-so. They also do casting for I don't know, Homeland or the next season of Outer Banks or something, okay? Just, whatever's going on, these people are in charge of those things, so I'm aware of that. And you can do the same thing with your acting career. So, like I said, from now on, start writing down names, start paying attention to who you're meeting with, who these people are connected with, what shows, what programs they're connected with. That way you can kind of understand the greater web of connectivity that's happening. Anyway, that's my tip of the week. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to connect with me, again, you can find me on Instagram at @ChaseYee_, or just follow our page here, Doyen Artists. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much, and I'll be back with another tip later this week. Okay, peace.